welcome back to our channel. I'm Megan.
And I'm Sierra. We are back with another book video. I think our last one was a reading vlog. This one is going to be fun because we are going to be picking our upcoming TBR.
Yeah, I've seen this video going around BookTube. I don't know if there was an original creator for it, or I'm sure there is, but I don't know who it is, unfortunately. But Sierra and I wanted to hop on the trend of kind of blind picking your TBR. So we have 3 piles in front of us. The middle pile is books that neither of us have read, and then this is a pile of books that Sierra has read that I have not.
And then this is a pile of books that Megan has read that I have not. So we are going to be wrapping all these books up and then numbering them. So this pile here will be 1 through 8, I think, if I counted that right. And then we'll kind of differentiate where this will be like my 9 through 14, and then that will be Megan's 9 through 14. And once they're all wrapped, we will take turns picking out, I think 4 books is what we decided for our upcoming TBR. But we're going to do a little book haul of all the books that we have. Alright, so we'll go through the middle pile first. This is Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Heard a lot of great things, but Megan and I have held off because neither of us honestly like the cover design
so much. I'm sorry.
But I've heard a lot of great things. Megan and I both really enjoyed Seven Husbands, and so I feel like this is the other hyped up book that I see mostly by TJR, so hopefully it'll be good.
Alright, we have Room by Emma Donoghue. We've had this book for so long.
This was before we even entered into our reading era.
It used to be, it was at our mom's house, and before we went to college, and then we kind of oh, we haven't read this book, so we brought it with us to our house, and it deserves to be read with how long we've owned it.
Yeah. Next one is The Moon is a Harsh Mistress by Robert A. Heinlein, I think is how you say that. Megan picked this book up when she was in her sci-fi kick after we both read Project Hail Mary. She started it on the first page and then got confused and did not finish it. So
I mean, I've barely touched this book, but I have kind of been I don't know.
It's a little bit intimidating, but the Goodreads has good reviews, and so I trust my Goodreads.
And I like the cover of it. It's a fun sci-fi cover, I feel like. It's a bright yellow. Speaking of Project Hail Mary, next book, The Martian by Andy Weir. Love the movie. We love Project Hail Mary, so I just picked this up fairly recently. Even though we've both seen the movie, I was intrigued to get the book and try to read it.
And then we have some Book of the Month books. So this is The Hacienda by Isabel Canis. I don't know how you say the last name. There's a couple of these books that we haven't fully gotten to.
And we really don't know the summary of them, honestly. So this is A Book of Night by Holly Black. This is Darling Girl by Liz Mikulski. I think it's a retelling of Peter Pan. Sounds interesting. And then we have Yerba Buena by Nina LaCour. And so I read the beginning of this a little bit when we were at the lake this summer, but then I had other books that I was interested more in, so I never really got too far into this one. Alright, I will go through my stack of unread books that Sierra has read. So we have The Guest List by Lucy Foley.
I believe I gave that one 4 stars when I read it.
We have The 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle by Stuart Turton.
I gave that one 4 stars too. That one is
it's a mind-bending book.
You gotta really be paying attention if you want to read that one.
Then we have The Younger Wife by Sally Hepworth. I've read a couple of her books before, and I generally like them.
I think I gave that one 4 stars. I'm a serial 4-star reader.
Alright, then we have Douglas Adams. This is all of the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy books in one, so I would just be reading the first one in this series.
I gave that one 4 stars as well. Very, very interesting writing style if you end up reading that one.
And then lastly, I've got The Box in the Woods by Maureen Johnson. This is kind of the 4th book. That's a little bit separate from the rest of the Truly Devious series, but it's another mystery that they go on.
And surprise, surprise, I gave that one 4 stars as well. Alright, now for my stack of books. So this first one is The Moment I Met You by Debbie Johnson. It's a little rom-com. I did start this one a little bit, and then I got sidetracked and fell into some other books.
Rom-com.
Well, romance, I don't know what it is.
It's just romance, I feel like.
Okay, what'd you give it?
I gave that one 3.5 stars. The pacing was just a little slow at points.
Okay, then we have One of Us is Lying by Karen M. McManus.
I'm pretty sure I gave that one 4 stars.
And then we have Ace of Spades by, I'm going to butcher this author's names, Farida Abike Ayimi. I really don't know how to say that.
I gave that one 3.5 or 3.75 maybe.
Okay.
It's kind of after I read it, I kind of forgot what happened. I know what happens, but I don't know.
Then we have Dark Matter by Blake Crouch.
That one I gave 4, maybe 4.5 stars, and that was an interesting read.
And last one is Hidden Pictures by Jason Recolak. I actually got this for Megan for a video.
I think that I gave that one 4 stars.
So now we are going to take our little sweet time wrapping all these books up, numbering them. Time to get wrapping.
A lot of wrapping later. We have all the
I think I was
books
gonna do this
wrapped.
yourself. I mean, we did this for the aesthetic, like this type of paper, but wrapping paper is much easier to wrap with.
I also feel like you certainly don't need to. This is for a video. Yeah. We're doing it so we can unwrap and have, you know, that reveal with you guys, but you certainly wouldn't need to do this.
You stick a sticky note on the books and it would be just as easy.
We have the books 1 through 8, which are the ones that neither of us have read, and then we have alternating 12 through 4, or
what, you said
9
12.
through 12.
Yeah, 13.
So we're using a random number generator.
I have no idea which book is labeled as what. Like, as I was wrapping, lost count. Don't know what books are.
So we have a random number generator 1 through 12, and are we just gonna alternate then?
Sure. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and go first. First one, number 1. Let's see which book that is.
All right, book number 5.
That one. Okay, my next one, book number 7. Is that this one? Okay.
Book number 9. So this one's gonna be
for Megan specifically. Book number 12, I think is this one for me. Yep.
Book number 8. This one right here.
Time for our last picks. Number 3. Okay.
11. Okay.
So we're also gonna try and see if we can guess what books we have picked out. So my first one was number 1. It's a hard one, and neither of us have read it. So which one?
It's gotta be one of the book of the month ones, don't you think?
Maybe. It seems kind of skinny for that though. I'm trying to think of if we had any other ones that we hadn't read that were hardcover. I don't know. My guess is book of the month then. I can't think of anything.
I do agree, it seems too skinny.
It is. It's Yerba Buena in all of its glory. So I haven't even started reading this one, so I'm down. I don't know anything about it.
This one is a soft cover. I kind of feel like it's 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle.
Oh,
maybe.
I was gonna say. I was gonna say initially, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. That's probably too small.
It is.
I've been telling you to read that for a while.
It's like,
I'm excited.
420 pages, so I'm like,
It was good though. I liked it.
okay. I'm okay with that.
Next one I have. This one is. I was gonna say softcover. This one's paperback. It was C12. So this one is one you have read and I haven't read. Could be The Moment I Met You, but I feel like that's too skinny for that one. So what else could it be? My guess is The Moment I Met You. Oh, it's Dark Matter.
Oh, exciting. This was like, I just finished reading this book not long ago.
I'm good with that.
Number 8, this is again one that neither of us have read, and it is a paperback. I feel like it's gonna be like The Moon is a Harsh Mistress.
Oh.
Maybe. No, is this
Oh,
Room?
it's Room.
Wow. It's been a long time coming.
Yeah, truly.
I mean, I've heard good things. They made this into a movie, you know?
So it should be good.
So I will try to get through it. It really is not that long of a book. It's just over 300 pages.
All right, my next book, this was number 7, so again, one that neither of us have read. This one might be The Moon is a Harsh Mistress.
So you might be the one figuring it out.
No? Oh, this one's Daisy Jones, or no, this is The Martian.
Oh.
I forgot that this was even in here. I also forgot Daisy Jones and the Six was in there until I was saying it as I was wrong. All right, I'm excited. I mean, I love Project Hail Mary, so I've heard also great things about The Martian. Hopefully having seen the movie won't like, you know, be like, oh dang, I shouldn't know that, but I'm excited.
All right, so this is one that just I have not read. It is a paperback, and I'm trying to think of options of what it could be.
Could be guest list.
It could be, that's what I was maybe thinking. You may have missed me finally unveiling this because our card was full, but this is the guest list. So Sierra thinks I should like it as long as my expectations aren't like too high.
Here's the thing.
I don't have any expectations.
When I read it, I was expecting like another and then there were none, and it wasn't that. So I just feel like if you're in for just the ride and ready to accept the book for what it is, it was a good book. I just was like, oh, I just feel like
it kind of feels like it's going to be similar to whatever, I don't remember the name of it, but it was by Sherry Lapina, maybe?
Oh, The Unwanted Guest?
Yeah.
An Unwanted Guest. I think that,
I don't know, I was just kind of
there were some pretty like good plot twists in there. I was like, whoa, and then I was like, whoa. So,
okay.
Final books. This one is number 3. It's gotta be another book of the month one, right?
It's a
hardcover. So that would be either Book of Night or Darling Girl. I hope it's Darling Girl. I feel like for some reason, I don't know what like either of these books are about, but I feel like Darling Girl either had better reviews or, I don't know. Oh, look at that. It's Darling Girl. All right. I got, hey, 2 book of the month books. These need to get read because they've just been sitting on our shelf.
All right, and then that last book, I kind of feel like maybe this is The Moon is a Harsh Mistress. This is one that neither of us have read. I feel like it's the right size. It's paperback. And I'm running out of, it could be Daisy Jones and the Six, I guess, but like I feel like this is a little bit bigger than that book.
It's inevitable.
It was like, we need to read these, please. Look at these, are kind of the same colors. The Moon is a Harsh Mistress. And honestly, I've been meaning to make my way back to it. The reviews on it are pretty good. It's above 4 stars on Goodreads,
which is crazy.
So I just gotta keep powering through.
So here are our final stacks. If you want to keep up with our reading schedule, of course, subscribe. We always kind of update you guys when we're reading or like what we're reading during our vlogs. You can follow us on Goodreads.
I'm gonna be honest, guys. I may intermix books from my iPad with these, just depending on how things are going. I do not want to end up in a reading slump, so I will try to stick to this order.
I'm glad that, like, for sure, 2 that I have, like, right now, like, I'm feeling pretty good about The Martian and Dark Matter. Like, those should be pretty good, so I'm going to try and intermix those between the book of the month books.
I feel like, because I'm reading a book right now, and then after, I think I might try seeing if I can do this one again.
Go for it.
And then I feel like Room, and then The Guest List, and then 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle.
Well, this was actually a lot of fun to make and record. Hope you guys enjoyed watching this. Let us know if you have read any of these books or even any of the other books like in our TBR that
convince us to read those too.
Exactly. Anyways, we will talk to you guys when we post next. Bye.
Bye.